Alright, DHL just dropped off an Amazon Japan order. This is the hot new item that Vessel has been pushing on social media. And this is the full set. Alright, they've got it prominently labeled, Made in Japan. They got rings on each side so you can carry it. They've got a little handle here. Okay, well, that doesn't make for a very grand presentation. Let's get this straightened up and do that over again. There we go. That's a better dramatic reveal. Here it is, the Vessel 400ER. Made in Japan. USB-C charging. Comes with a 3/8 adapter. So this rotates at 400 RPMs. And then to reverse it, you have to take everything apart, put it all back together again on the other side, and then the button is on the back. When you're loosening, you're pulling the button toward you, and then when you're tightening, you are pushing down on the button and the wrench. So even though it doesn't have a button on each side, it is at least logical. This adapter does not have the Vessel brand etched or stamped anywhere on it. All of the sockets have the Vessel brand stamped on them, but they do not have Made in Japan stamped on them. All of the bits have the Vessel brand and Made in Japan stamped on each one. Those bits are 3 sizes of Phillips, 2 sizes of flats, 2mm hex. That's pretty amazing. They usually don't go that low. 2mm hex through 6, and then we've got security Torx, 10 through 40 with a 27. There is no quarter hex to quarter socket adapter. Both of the extensions are stamped with the Vessel brand. Neither one of the extensions says that it is made in Japan. The universal joint has the Vessel brand stamped on it. It does not say that it is made in Japan, and this is the hammered rivet style instead of being screwed in. So I'm not sure where the sockets and extensions and U-joint are made. I believe the wrench and the bits are all made in Japan by Vessel, but the sockets, the extensions, the U-joint, I'm skeptical about. Even these products by Vessel are made in China. Vessel apparently does make some of their socket bits in Japan. This one, for example, is made in Japan. And I think if these were made in Japan, they would all be stamped made in Japan. Same with the extensions, the U-joint, all of it. So these are the 6-point type. They're all color-coded. The color coding does not match the Vera color coding because 10 is yellow in the Vera color coding system. So the specs on this are 400 RPMs, up to 1 Newton meter using the power function, and then 60 Newton meters of hand tightening. There's a lot of empty space in this. I can fit a whole set of bits in here easily. Here's the Vera Smart Torque set to 1 Newton meter. Flashes red when it hits the 1 Newton meter limit. I don't know why it, see there, it hits that green and red mode, and now it won't. I have to wait for that to turn off. It won't work. I have to wait. Okay, now it'll go. It's not doing 1 Newton meter. So this is the Annex 0.7 Newton meter torque limiter. All right, it just barely does 0.7 Newton meters. So it's even less than 0.7 Newton meters. So the power ratcheting function on this is weak. Basically, you've got the power function for doing what you would normally do with a thumb wheel. I noticed that the retention on this is a little weak. With a longer extension and a bigger socket on this, the weakness in the retention on this is pretty noticeable. It's kind of precarious. So here's the Facom 1/4 inch rotary bit ratchet. No matter which direction you spin the handle, it spins the same direction of the bit. The ratchet heads on these look very similar. These are very similar in their dimensions. The retention is sufficient if you just got a 10mm socket on there. That's how the 19 looks on there. The 19 comes right off. Okay, there's the 14. They do have the little detents machined in there. It's just that the spring on this is really weak. So it'll hold a 13 okay. There's an E6. Here's the Annex torque adapter with the Japanese anvil. Not bad. The Tone 1/4 inch adapter actually sticks out just a little bit. So there's no magnetic retention. It's just a friction spring. Yeah. So this size of a bit falls right out of that. So does that. So here it is compared to some other 3/8 ratchets. It does have a fairly compact ratchet head. I find this handle to be as comfortable as it needs to be. So here's the 14mm vessel socket compared to a Vera 14mm. There's no through hole on the sockets. So there it is, a first look at the Vessel 400ER. There will be affiliate links in the description below. I appreciate any use of my affiliate links. You know how YouTube works. Click all the things to feed the algorithm. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching.